Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aislinn and you should totally subscribe so you don't miss another video like this one. Now, as you can see, this is a new environment. Where are we, guys? Where are we? We are in my new house. It is not my house. I'm living with my best friend. But yeah, we are in, I'm trying to find, this is like our office area, so I'm like, you know, obviously there's nothing really going on. We've got the bare bones in here, but gotta find some new filming areas now. I'm super excited, so I thought might as well, for the first video in the new house, film in the newest room. So yeah. Now for today's video, we are going to be doing a mid-year book tag check-in thing video. I've seen Sarah Crowley and Destiny Sidwell do theirs, and I thought it would be a great time, especially because, like I said, I'm in a new house, we're in a new place, new things are going on, so this is like the perfect time to do a little check-in with what I've been reading. So yeah, let's get into all of the questions. Okay, so first we're just gonna talk about like the little reading goals that I've set for myself and whatnot. So first reading goal is I set with Goodreads, which, you know, the normal every year yearly goal, which my goal was 25 books. I think I read 31 books last year and my goal was 15, so I knew that I would reach 25 pretty quickly, but I just wanted to slowly pace myself. I've already actually hit my goal. I hit it, I think, in May or June. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so I've actually read 27 books as of today, July 7th. Another little reading goal, I guess if you would call this a goal of mine, was to only buy 1 or 2 books from January to May. And I honestly feel like I did pretty well. I think there was 1 month that I bought a couple more books than just 2, but I'm not quite sure. All of the other months I did really well on, so I'm super proud of myself. I definitely will be doing this again next year. I'm giving myself a little bit of a leeway because there are a lot of new releases coming out towards the end of this year, which we will get talking to towards the end of the video. So yeah, the reason that I like set this goal, I guess, for myself was to kind of push myself to read more of my books on my physical TBR, which I feel like I did. Okay, so I've only out of the 27 books that I've read, 7 of them have been from my physical TBR. So if that gives you a little, but granted, a lot of them were on Kindle Unlimited as well. So there's like, you know, that to think about too. Okay, so the next question is, how many 5-star reads have I had this year? So I have my little, let me grab my little pile. Okay, so these are all of the 5-star reads that I've had this year, plus 1 that was on Kindle. So we'll start with that one. So the first one is going to be A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Gold Rush Ranch series. It's Cole and Violet. I literally think about them every single day. And that might just be because my grandma's name is Violet, but it also is probably because I'm obsessed with Elsie Silver and I literally think about her books every single day. Every single day I'm constantly like, yeah, I want to read more of her books. Yeah, I want to reread that book. Yeah, I need to get to that book. So yeah, that was such, oh my gosh, please go read it if you haven't. Okay, so sticking on with the cowboy romances, I gave 5 stars to Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. This came out this year, I'm pretty sure, like early this year, and I loved the first one. The first one was Done and Dusted, and it's cowboy romance. This one is about Wes and Ada, and it's the second book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I'm like, everybody knows about this book, but I'm just trying to like think of things, you know, without giving too much. But yeah, definitely, literally, like, this thing is beautiful. I cannot wait to just have this showcased everywhere. It's gonna look absolutely amazing. So actually the first 5-star the first book that I gave 5 stars to this year was Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. Now this is also another series that I think about every single day. I want to reread it. I'm not going to yet, but I want to. My aunt gave me her copy of Cinder by Marissa Meyer, so I am gonna start that series. It's I don't know the actual name, but like there's all the books on the back. So yeah, this was such an amazing series. I loved this book. And then I also ended up giving Supernova 5 stars as well. This is the 3rd book, so the last book in the little trilogy. Like, please, please, please go read this. And I will preface though, I feel like personally, coming from me, that this series is more like politics. Like if you're gonna, you know, have a little weighing system in like politics and romance, this series definitely is heavier on the politics than the romance, but I really enjoyed it. There is still romance in it. I can't say anything because I can't give anything away, but there's still some romance in it. It's so, so good. I cannot wait to read more of her books. Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay. Uh-oh, my battery's about to die. 1 second. All right, guys, we're back. It's probably not correct, but it's okay. Okay, now, my last 2 5-star reads of the year so far were Powerless by Lauren Roberts, which is the first book, and I don't actually know what this series is called, but I think it's a trilogy. So Reckless just came out, and the next one I think is called Fearless. Please don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I literally like just saw the little reel for it a couple days ago. But yes, Powerless was a 5-star read. I need to read the little novella Powerful. Oh my gosh. This is definitely another book I think about all the time. I got the Barnes & Noble special edition, so the little flowers are pink instead of purple. And it's so cute. And my aunt and I are actually going to Lauren Roberts' little meet and greet book signing, whatever and whatnot. So I'm going to have her sign, obviously this one, and then my Barnes & Noble edition of Powerful. And then I think that I'm going to buy just like the normal regular version of Powerless to like be able to lend out to people, because once this is signed, this is not leaving my possession ever. It is getting locked up in a vault, okay? Locked up in a vault. I can tell you that right now. But that's also a video you guys can look out for. I will be recording my aunt and I going and meeting her, and I don't know, like I don't really know what's gonna happen. We just got tickets to see, like, to have her sign our books because my aunt hasn't read the series yet. So we didn't want anything to be spoiled about her talking about it. So yeah. All right, the last 5-star book that 5-star read that I've read, the last 5-star read of this year was Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is a I feel like very controversial book, but I will always stand up for my man, Beau. Always. Beau has literally been my man since Flawless. Ever since we met the boys in Flawless, I have been telling everybody, I need a book about Beau. Where's my book about Beau? Where's my book about Beau? Here's my book about Beau. Here it is. And you know what's so funny? Coincidentally, my favorite color is literally green. What book is green in the series? What book is green? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah. Okay, enough fangirling over my absolute favorite books in the entire world. The next question is, what books do you want to reread? So I didn't grab them, but I definitely want to reread Better Than the Movies by Liv Painter, which my explanation will be coming later in the video. I also want to reread The Beach Read by Emily Henry. I really want to reread that. That book was really good. And then obviously I want to reread, like I said, the Renegades trilogy. And then I would love to reread the Chestnut Spring series. I feel like I could just always read those books. And I love them so much, guys. I love them so much. But those are like the books on the top of my head. I know I need to reread Powerless because I saw a way that you can read Powerful, which is the little novella, and it's like a tandem read between Powerful and Powerless, so I kind of want to do that. And I'll let you guys know if I end up doing it, and if it's good, maybe we'll turn it into a video. Who knows? But those are like on the top of my head, the ones that I can think of that I for sure want to reread this year. Okay, next question is best sequel that I've read. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of have a toss-up between a couple. Coincidentally, they're also my 5-star reads, obviously, but we gotta give it to A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. Then we obviously have Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. Like I said, this is the second book in the Renegades trilogy. Super, super good. It's like superheroes and supervillains. That's like the best that I can explain it without giving too much away. There's a bunch of powers and like magic and stuff though, so it's really cool. No, not magic, superpowers. And then Soaked in Saddle by Lila Sage, which is the second book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, which is obviously just so... And I just love, like, I love the like, what is this called? The design of the covers. Like, just the way that they are. They're just so, I don't even know how to explain it. It does something to my brain. Like, it makes me dizzy after looking at it for a while because of all like the little dots and stuff, but it's so cute and I love it. I will forever love this book. Okay, next question is, what is a new release book that you have not read but want to read? And the first one that comes to mind is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, which is, like I've said, the third book. I feel like I'm just literally repeating myself over and over and over again. But I'm excited for these books. I can't lie to you guys. But it's the third book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. It is, oh my gosh, what are their names? Teddy and Gus's story. And I was so excited because like they are literally just like fire and just like, it's enemies to lovers. But I would also have to say another release that I'm excited to read is Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which came out July 2nd. So by the time you're seeing this, it's obviously already out, already reading. Let me know if you guys loved it. Don't give me any spoilers. Please, 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 please. I'm begging. Okay. Now, the next question is, this isn't even really a question, but it's like the biggest surprise. Like, what book did I read that was like the biggest surprise to me? Now, I'm assuming obviously that they're asking like, you know, that one you thought was gonna be really bad but ended up being really good. I'm gonna do it vice versa. So I have a book that I had really, really, really high hopes for, and it ended up kind of not being like my absolute favorite book, but it's okay. I'm still gonna give this author obviously more chances. I'm gonna read all of her books. So let me just show you guys the book. Please, please, please don't hate me. Okay, the book I am talking about is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I know, don't hate me, don't hate me. And it's like, it's nothing with like the STEM or the science, because I love that stuff. I love the Big Bang Theory, so a lot of the stuff that they were talking about in here, like I understood, I knew what they were talking about. I just think that because I saw that so many people absolutely loved and raved about this book, I thought it was gonna be like absolutely phenomenal, 5-star, like beautiful. And it was beautiful, you know, it was really still good read, but not my favorite. Definitely kind of, not flopped in my eyes, but like was kind of a letdown, I guess. That just sounds so mean because like I still enjoyed the book, but it wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, or like wasn't what I was expecting it to be, so I didn't like it as much as I thought. Okay, next question is, who is your new favorite author that you found this year? That is going to be Melanie Harlow. I think I saw, don't quote me, I could be completely wrong, but I think I saw Logan, her Instagram handle is Logan's Library. She had posted something about Small Town Swoon, which is the 4th book in the Cherry Tree Harbor series by Melanie Harlow. And I was like, oh, that sounds really good. I kind of want to read it. Obviously, I'm a person that like, I can't read, even if it's a romance series, I need to read them in order because I don't want anything spoiled. I read the first 3 books in that series and it was so, so good. I will definitely be reading more of her whenever I'm in the mood for romance. I'm currently not in the mood for romance, unfortunately, but I will be reading more of her because I really enjoyed her writing, and just the way that she tells a story is so good. All right. Next question is, who is my newest fictional crush? For that, I gotta give it to Beau. Gotta give it to this man right here. Yeah, this man, Beau, from Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I just finished this book and I love him. He's perfect. He's literally like, you cannot sit here and tell me anything wrong with that man because there's nothing wrong with him. He is such an angel. He's a he is, I think, the actual definition of a golden retriever boyfriend. So it's so cute. I love him so much. Literally love you so much, Bo. But he is definitely my newest fictional crush. Okay, the next two questions are, what was a book that made you cry? And what was a book that made you happy? So I'm a very emotional person. I get very emotionally attached very easily. So a lot of things will make me cry. But the two books that I think both fit both of those questions are gonna be Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young and Next to You by Hannah Bonham Young. Now I'm going to say that this one makes me sad, and this one that makes me happy, because I really, really loved this book. I mean, they both made me sad, they both made me cry. I do feel like I might have cried a little bit more with Next of Kin, and that might just be because of the sign language representation. Those always get me. Like The Right Move by Liz Tomford, that book made me cry as well because of like, not just because, but like that was a big factor. Not because I took sign language in high school, so I know like that, you know, obviously I know a little bit about the deaf community and stuff, and they don't get, I feel like, the representation that they deserve. So seeing it in books was really, really, really cool. And I just love the way that they displayed the sign language, and yeah. Okay, next question is, what was my least favorite book of the year? I think I'm going to have to just say The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. Not that, like I said, like I have not read a book that I absolutely hated and like DNF'd or anything, but I don't really think about that book often. Like I don't even remember the main characters' names, and as you can tell, like I feel like I'm pretty good with remembering main characters' names. So I can't, like, I don't even remember their names. So I'm definitely gonna have to put The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood for that question. Next question. So what was my favorite book of the year? I gotta say A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. I have to. I absolutely have to. Are you kidding me? I love Elsie Silver. I love her writing. I always will. I will always talk about her. I will literally never shut up about her because she's actually amazing. Like, literally, I love you so much, Elsie Silver. You're amazing. But yeah, I think A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver has definitely been my favorite book of the year so far. Next question is, what was my favorite book quote? So let me look at my pictures really quick and find which one I'm looking for. This quote is from Garnet Flats by Devney Perry. And I think it's definitely one of my favorite quotes that I've read. So let me read it to you guys. It says, "When I woke up the next morning and peeked out the window, our snow angels were gone, erased by the storm and the inches of snow that had fallen overnight, erased like they had never been. I cried for an hour before I went to work. I wanted the angels back." Literally crying on the inside. Crying, crying, crying. That is definitely my favorite quote so far of the year, I think. Okay, next question is, what is the most beautiful book you've bought or received this year? So I have two. I have a favorite author, as you can see, but I bought both of these books, and they're my favorite to look at this year. Like, oh my gosh, they're just beautiful. So of course, it is going to be Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and then her new, this isn't new, but they're like re-releasing, I think. So we have Off to the Races by Elsie Silver as well. Like, are you kidding me? And then when they all get re-released again, they all like form a big like mountain scene. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited. And then I can give you guys a little closer up on Wild Love. I don't know what the spine of her new book looks like, but I'm assuming it's gonna do something with that as well. But I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, we are getting down to the last couple questions. Okay. So the next question is, what is a book you enjoyed that has mixed reviews? And I obviously have to say Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This, I feel like, is the most controversial book that I've heard about that I absolutely loved. I have bought a lot of controversial books, but I just haven't read them, so I can't really say anything, but this one I can. And I loved it. I loved it so much, obviously, because I cannot stop talking about it. I can't shut up about it. So, but yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I know a lot of people don't also like Fake Marriage So that also is a big thing, you know. There's just a lot of things that people don't necessarily like in books, like tropes and whatnot, that I did not mind or that I really liked. I just feel like Elsie Silver can take any trope and really just make it beautiful. Like, literally just amazing. So, all right, we are now getting to the anticipated releases for the rest of this year. So let's run it back. Let's do this. All right, so first we have, that has already been released, Reckless by Lauren Roberts. I'm super excited to read it. I am very, very excited. It's the second book in the Powerless trilogy. Like I said, I don't know what the actual trilogy is called, but the first book is Powerless, second book is Reckless. Next, Play Along by Liz Tomford comes out July 11th. I'm super excited for this book as well. I need to read, I literally cannot think of the name right now, the third book in the series, in the Windy City series. I can't remember the name right now, but I need to read that one before I read Play Along. All right, in August, A Dream by Hannah Grace is coming out, and I'm super excited. This is the third book in the Maple Tree Hill series. So the first one is Icebreaker, the second one is Wildfire, third one is Daydream, and it comes out in August. It was supposed to come out, I think, in June, but something happened, so now it comes out in August. But I don't care. It's still coming out this year. All right, next, I actually just recently found this out. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter is coming out September 24th. I'm super, super excited. That's why I want to reread Better Than the Movies, is because this book is coming out and I kind of need just a little refresher. I definitely remember the book, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it wouldn't hurt to reread it again. All right, and then in September, Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver comes out, and I am super excited. Obviously, I need to read Wild Love first and finish A False Start, but I'm still gonna read it, I'm still gonna buy it, I'm still gonna love it so much, even if I haven't read it yet. All right, and then the last book on my current on my radar right now that are coming out is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, which comes out November 5th, 2 days after my birthday. I did pre-order it, I'm gonna be completely honest. So little early/late birthday present to myself, which I'm super, super excited to have it in my hands, in my possession, and read it, because I already can tell you right now that I'm gonna absolutely love it. All right, my most anticipated release to read is definitely Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. There's nothing else that can top it. I'm ecstatic to read that book. All right, next question is, what books do I need to read by the end of this year? I really want to finish the series that I'm in the middle of, which is the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I have the second and third book to finish. And then the Inheritance Game series, I have the third book to finish. The Dreamland Billionaires series, I have the second and third book to finish. And then I want to finish, obviously, like the rest of Elsie Silver's books. I want to finish the rest of Melanie Harlow's books, the rest of Marissa Meyer books. But, you know, I'm not a super fast reader, so we gotta realistically, we'll probably not get to all of them this year, but that's okay. Okay, also slay for the lighting change. The sun is starting to go down. All right, last question is, what are my 5-star predictions for the rest of the year? I can tell you 100% right now, Lost and Lassoed is a 5-star prediction. Wild Love is also a 5-star prediction, just because I have literally been hearing nothing but amazing things about it. And Reckless is also, I feel like, a 5-star prediction. And then maybe Play Along. I think that one might be 5-star, especially because it's baseball romance, and I'm a huge baseball girly. I love my baseball so much. If I am gonna sit in front of a TV and watch a sport, it's probably gonna be baseball. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all of my other social media so you guys do not miss out on anything that's happening in my life. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.